Welcome to ywcc for July 2022. I do not own the rights to this music. The topic is faith over fear. Entreat me not to leave thee, or return from following after thee. For whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people. And that's Ruth chapter 1, verse 18. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And that's 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. The last 2 years have been a lesson in both faith and fear. Sometimes the level of a person's fear is based on the resources available to her. Certain options come with certain privileges. The pandemic did not make allowances for our resources, positions, or social statuses. COVID reached the highest income brackets and the lowest educational levels. No one was able to avoid the effects of the pandemic. Hospital beds housed every denomination known to man. The pandemic rendered many Christians paralyzed with fear. Ruth accompanied her mother-in-law as she returned to Judah after she believed the famine had passed. Naomi, in the wake of losing her husband and then her sons, became bitter. Naomi directed her daughters-in-law to go back to their kindred. She felt she had nothing of value left to give them. Orpah decides to return to her family, while Ruth vows to face come what may at the side of Naomi. Naomi does not have anyone to care for her. We experienced loss in the last 2 years that left many with questions regarding our family, our livelihood, and our churches. As believers, we walk by faith and not by sight. Ruth did know how she would fare. It would seem practical to return to what is familiar. How many times have we allowed our fear to keep us in our comfort zones instead of stepping out on faith? In the book of Ruth, she demonstrates 3 requirements of faith that conquers fear. Number 1, faith requires relationship. Ruth was a Moabite. Her people were pagans who worshiped the god of Chemosh. However, Ruth's relationship with her mother-in-law solidified her decision. She had spent time with Naomi and learned of her God. We must enter relationship with God that we might know His ways and follow His path. Number 2, faith requires trust. Naomi lived in such a way that Ruth trusted her. To walk by faith, we must trust God completely. No matter the magnitude of what we are facing, the Bible is recorded as proof of the power of our God. Not only can we see His hand in the scriptures, but God has proven Himself in our lives over and over. Number 3, faith requires obedience. How can we say we have faith in God when we are not willing to put our faith in action? Naomi gave Ruth instruction on how to entreat Boaz and speak with him regarding their future. Ruth's obedience resulted in favor with Boaz. In the face of the unknown, Ruth did not allow fear to overtake her or steal her future. Ruth was rewarded for her loyalty and faithfulness. After traveling to Judah with Naomi, she found favor with Boaz and won his heart. Ruth is the grandmother of David. who is named in the genealogy of Jesus. Her lineage was richly blessed because of her faith. What uncertainties have made you fearful? And what can we do to overcome our fears? The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.